Hey guys, Mr. L. We're going to talk a little bit about division, and you know that I really dislike that term, long division. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you again a method for dividing and keeping it all kind of in one line. If I have the number 648 and I'm dividing it by 2, so the way we typically would do this is we do this little division house, the vinculum here is 648. We'll go by 2, and we're going to keep down. But I want to keep it all in one line. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to draw a box. I'm going to put my 2 on my outside. I'm going to put 6, 4, and 8. Okay. Now, how many times does 2 come out of 6? Well, 2, 4, 6. I can take it out 3 times. And then if you want to put your little x here just to remember that you're doing multiplication, that's a good trick there. 3 times 2 is 6, so 0, no leftovers, no remainders. So now I got my 4. How many times does 2 come out of 4? Well, that's an easy one, 2 times. Again, 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract them, it's 0. Okay, now how many times does 2 come out of 8? 4 times. My quotient is 324. Okay, I know I went through that quick, so we're going to do a couple more just so we're sort of familiar with it. But this time I'm going to show you how to carry over in case you get one, because that was all even, right? So let's do 693, and we're going to divide that by 5. Okay? So I'm going to draw my boxes. I'm going to put my 6, my 9, and my 3. And sometimes you'll see this with the distributive property where they put 690 and 3. I don't worry about any of that. And then I put my 5 on my outside. I'm going to put my x right here so I remember that I'm going to be doing multiplication. And I'm going to look at it first. First box, how many times does 5 come out of 6? Well, I can take it out one time. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract those two. 1. My 1 comes up here. Now I have 19. Okay. 5, 10, 15. 20 is too much, so 5 comes out 3 times. 5 times 3, or 3 times 5, is 15. Subtract those 2, brings me down to 4 left over. Bring my 4 up next to my 3. Now, how many times does 5 come out of 43? Well, 8 times 5 is 40, so I'm going to do 8. 8 times 5 is 40. And I have 3 left over. 3 is smaller than 5, so I have a remainder. I have 138 remainder 3. Okay. We'll do one more. And I'm going to show you how to do this with a double-digit number. It'll work the same either way. Right? So say I've got the number 4,122, and I'm going to divide that by 12. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit tougher. I know I jumped quite a bit there. 1, 2, 2. Break them off. The biggest problem is sometimes we run into having space issues in here. And I'm going to divide that by 12. And again, I'll put my x up there. All right, well, I can't take 12 out of 4, right? So that's going to be a 0. Move my 4 over, 41. Well, I know that 12 times 3 is 36, so put that down there. 12 times 3 is 36. That's going to be 5. Bring my 5 up next to my 2. If 12 times 3 is 36, then 12 times 4 is going to get me to the next closest, 48. 12 times 4 is 48. Bring that down. That's going to be a difference of 4. Bring my 4 up. And then I have, again, 36, so 3 groups. 12 times 3 is 36. And that's 6. I could do 6 remainder, but what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to show you how to do this with decimals, okay? So that goes to there. Now this is going to be a 0, because remember, after that decimal, it's going to be a 0. I bring my 6 up. How many groups can I take? Well, I took 4 groups out to get 48. Then let's take out 5 groups. 5 times 12 is 60, and that's going to leave me with no remainder. So my final quotient is 343 and 5/10. 343.5.